Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Zagrandcat and today we have a very special video for you all. This is something from my childhood. It is of course the Mighty Morphin Dragonzord. Yes, and of course this isn't from my childhood, this is brand new. This is the Zord Ascension project, Dragonzord itself, which is very, very cool indeed. Or if you like the Sentai, then it is Kaiser Dragon. I believe that's his name. But we're not talking about the Sentai today, we're going to be talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, first of all, we have the box comparison. This one here on the right is, of course, our big Zord Ascension Dragonzord himself. And on the left, we have the Zord Ascension Megazord, which, of course, goes with the Dragonzord. Now we're going to have to use a bit of a wide angle shot here, so you're going to see a little bit of the curtain in the background. Over here, you'll just have to ignore that, and you probably didn't even notice until I pointed it out. But now that I have, it's going to be there and it's going to annoy you for the rest of the video. But sorry about that. Dragonzord, let me talk a little bit about my history with it. This little guy came from Japan. He is the Kaiser Dragon, and he is a model kit, which is very, very cool. He's got the full articulated tail and everything. And I got this 7 years ago when I was first in Japan. And over here is the little happy toy nonsense version of the Dragonzord. In fact, actually, just before we go into the proper video, let me just bring in the big old Christmas Zord. As you may have remembered him from a few videos back. And this little Dragonzord here is actually the armour for this Tommy Oliver here, which is absolutely ridiculous. But that's not what we're talking about here today. We are talking about the Zord Ascension project. I'm just a little bit excited because this is absolutely from my childhood. So let's look at the box before we look at anything else. So, as you can see in terms of scale, the box is only a tiny bit shorter than the Megazord, but the Megazord of course holds 5 Zords. Dragonzord is 1. I mean, it is one hell of a Zord, indeed. So, it says up here, 15 plus, of course it is for collectors. We're going to move the Zord Ascension, the Megazord Ascension project away, and we're just going to focus on the Dragonzord. If you want to see the Megazord Ascension project, I do have a separate video on that as well, which is lovely. We should also have a playlist coming up that will be all Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because we're going to be looking at, if I can get it, we're going to be going over all the Lightning collection as well. I have a whole massive amount of Lightning collection. I've got almost everything from the original Power Rangers and from Zeo and some other little bits as well. So that is going to be later videos. Today we are looking at the Zord Ascension project for the Dragonzord, and of course there is the artwork for the beloved Dragonzord, and it's unfortunate that the timing that this came out is right after Jason David Frank, who was the actor for the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. He unfortunately passed away, which is a real shame because he was a childhood hero of mine. Inspired me to do quite a lot of the things that I do, more than I'm willing to admit. But I was such a great guy as well, Jason David Frank. But this is the big old Dragonzord. There's speculation as to which is the better, is the Green Ranger or is it White Ranger, because they were both, absolutely amazing. But I mean, Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank is the guy for Power Rangers in my opinion, and there he is in all of his glory. Of course, the Dragonzord, very taking a lot of inspiration from Godzilla, comes out of the water with the whole flute and everything. I've got the flute as well, the Dragon Dagger, but I don't have it with me, it's not in this area. I also have the original Dragonzord, of course. In fact, the original Dragonzord I got when I was a child. So when Power Rangers first came out, I have a can over here that I'm drinking just off screen. I wasn't wholly into it for the first few episodes. I was very, very young at the time, and I think I was more into Sonic, if I'm honest. But when I saw the Green Ranger, the evil Ranger, coming out, and he had his own Dragonzord, he had his own Zord, and it was bigger and stronger than the Tyrannosaurus, and it could take on the Megazord. Oh my goodness, that is what got me right into Power Rangers. So my love of Power Rangers comes entirely from the Green Ranger, and if you were a kid when the original Power Rangers movie came out, you know that everyone went to see that. Of course, the Green Ranger wasn't in the movie. It was the White Ranger with the White Tiger Zord, which goes into the Ninja Zords, the Falcon Zord, and so on and so forth. But we are getting off track. It is now time for us to open the Dragonzord Ascension Project, he said, forgetting its name. Also, this is another thing that you guys pointed out to me. This one here says Z0121, and the Megazord says Z0101, and I didn't know what these numbers meant, but you guys explained it to me. The 01 is the season, so Dragonzord was in season 1. The 21 is the episode that he debuted, so this came out, he showed up first in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episode 21. That is why it says up here Z0121. That is very, very cool, and I thank you guys for that. Also, of course, Dragonzord has the big Z sign on his feet and everything that goes on the shoulder blades. I wonder if this was the start of them going into the Zeo stuff. I mean, obviously, I know the Sentai footage is different from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but I just thought it was always an interesting thing to see the huge Z. I always wondered as a child, what does the Z mean? Does it stand for anything? Does it just mean Zord? You know, and I don't think they ever gave us a proper answer. So I'm going to try and cut this very gently. I had the same issue with the Megazord because I want to keep this this box art because it is absolutely beautiful. We've got more cell tape here and here, so I'm going to cut into here. For anyone that is new to my channel, welcome. But what I do on my channel is I show the entire process of the unboxing. I don't jump cut, I don't skip. You guys get to see everything that I do from start to finish, all the boring parts in between, because quite frankly, that's what I like seeing. I like seeing the entire thing. I don't like things being skipped. And if I want to skip it, you can press fast forward, or you can skip yourself. I used to be a 3D animator, and I was always worried about giving my editors too much to work with. And he said to me, there has never been an editor in history that has ever said, I have too much footage to work with. So that always made me think, well, give the audience everything then. And you guys can decide what you want to watch and what you don't want to watch. So that is why I do this. This sellotape is so dangerous because I'm trying to be so careful with not destroying the box. Now, a lot of people, they will say, like, why are you opening this? You know, like, why not keep it sealed? You know, it'll be worth more money. I'm not in this for the money. I am in this for the collection, for the seeing the things. So you'll see me opening some very rare and sometimes very expensive things on this channel. So if that is the kind of thing that you enjoy seeing, please do click that subscribe button, because it does mean a lot. And also leaving comments does mean a lot to me. I do read all of them, and I try to respond to all of them. It's getting a little bit harder because the channel's getting a little bit bigger, but and YouTube doesn't always let me know when I've got a comment. So if I don't get back to you, it is likely the fault of YouTube. But if you keep leaving comments, I do tend to reply. So and I always love hearing the comments from you guys. I got a lot of comments on the Megazord, and that was a little bit of cardboard that came off there with that sellotape. Oh, I hate when that happens. But I mean, this is just for me. I mean, I'm not going to resell it. It's not going to go on the internet, you know, once I'm done with a review or anything. So that sucks. I hate the sellotape the Hasbro uses on these. Okay, 10 minutes into the video and we are just now ready to take off the first layer of packaging, and oh my goodness, would you look at this. So this is what the packaging looks like. You've already seen it. Now let's look at the inner box as opposed to the outer box and see what we are working with here. Oh my goodness, you can see the scratches already. So it's the same side plate. Oh, in the back of it, we have the big green Z. It is metallic green. You can see the shine on it there, which is very, very cool to see. And also, it has a QR scanner here. So if you guys want to check that out, you know what, let me just try and position it a little bit easier for you guys. So if anyone wants to QR scan that, you can pause the video right there and take a look at that yourself. I'm not going to do it on camera, obviously. I may look at myself later on, once the review has been done, if I remember. I'm hoping that I didn't just give away some, you know, NFT or something. That would be atrocious. No, it's like, here's an NFT for buying the Dragon Ascension or the Zord Ascension project, Dragonzord, and it's like, damn. One of my viewers took it. There we go. Okay, now we have cut into it. I'll be honest, this is not my best work. I am normally a little bit more skilled when it comes to unboxings, but I'll be honest with you, I'm very excited. So I'm really looking forward to this. Of course, the front of it, I forgot to mention, this is the Dragon Megazord face that is under the jaw. So, oh wow, oh my goodness. So you guys explained to me what this is as well, and this here is the back of the cockpit. So this is presumably what the back of the cockpit looks like for the Green Dragonzord. So you've got the Green Ranger helmet on the side, you have the Dragonzord face on this side. Bring it a little bit closer to the camera so you guys can see. And in the centre, you have the Dragonzord coin, which is both what Tommy uses to transform into the Green Ranger, his Power Morpher, and it's also on the Dragon Dagger as well. So it's very cool to see all this here. And now we're going to open this up together. This is the first time that I'm seeing it. This is what it looks like on the side. It's just plain white. I'm going to move that off to the side. And here he is. He comes in the 3 different segmented parts. And this wants to jump out, so let's take a look at it. Let's see what this part is here. So even the bag has the Z logo across it. Maybe the Z stands for Zordon. Who knows? Oh, we have a whole bunch of accessories here. Okay, let's take a look at this here. So first of all, we have the Dragonzord claws that have the missiles in them. Of course, the Dragonzord did fire missiles, and here is the missiles actually in the firing stance. So that is very, very cool. I wonder if there's a way to equip these onto the hands. I'm hoping so. Well, actually, nope, these ones aren't. Here you've got the kind of curved grip hand for the Dragonzord, and you've got the 2 of those as well. And here we've got some Megazord hands as well. Oh, do you know what these will be for? These will be the Megazord hands so that you can hold the drill, because the original Megazord didn't come with the, you know, the drill spear, which composes the tail. These parts, I am not sure what they are. The last time I did the Megazord, you guys told me that I did a few things wrong, so I'm not going to read the instruction. I'm not going to waste your time reading the instruction. I'm just going to do this by heart. I'm just going to give you guys, you know, a proper reaction video to this. So I'm guessing that these go, like when he's in the Ultra Megazord, that these parts maybe go on the front of the shield. That's what I'm going to guess. We do, of course, also have 2 little miniature Green Ranger figures. Can I get that to show up there? So you can see it's all just one plain colour, but the Megazord also came with these little guys. But this one, we've got two of them, and we've got the second one is actually Tommy playing the dragon dagger itself to actually summon the Dragonzord. So that is very, very cool to see that in terms of accessories. I just realised that you guys can't actually see what the accessories look like because the camera is not looking down at them, but there we go. So we have our two sets of missiles, our two curved hands, our two missile hands, our two Megazord hands, the two, what I assume is going to cover the shield, and of course the two Green Rangers as well. So, very, very cool to see. I'm just going to tilt the camera back up a little bit. If it would, please, camera. That's good enough. Okay. We got there. Sort of. So we're going to move these accessories off to the side. I'm just going to assume that these aren't on camera. Just knocked apart onto the floor there. No, I didn't fall onto the floor, it fell onto the chair, that's fine. And there we go. Okay, so first of all, whole load of accessories that come with your Dragonzord. Very cool to see. This thing I remember from the original toy. This is what the drill is going to attach onto. So that's going to come back later on. It's going to be very, very cool. Does this part? This part does come off. Okay, so that's very cool as well. Because in the original, I don't know if that did come off in the original or not. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments below. Let's go onto the side. I think this side is going to be the tail. It looks very tail-like. So, if you guys are wondering the price of this, the price on release was $139.99. A little bit cheaper than the Ascension Megazord, but it's still quite a lot for a singular Zord. And there is the tail. Oh my goodness. Look at the detail on this. Holy crap. It's all segmented. I'm a little bit nervous about touching it. I don't want to go breaking my Dragonzord tail, but no, okay, there you go. No, it does fully move. All the parts rotate. So yeah, it's very cool. It appears to be on a ball joint that you can see there, and each of the segments are on a ball joint, and it's quite stiff as well. So it will stay in whatever position that you put it in. Looks like it doesn't have that much flexibility. I'm a little bit scared of pushing it any further than that. Maybe it does. I mean, you guys can let me know once you get it, but that looks pretty cool. But each of these segments actually turns themselves, so you can have it whatever way you want. It feels like it's not just in a ball joint, because you can see here that it actually sticks to little points. So this is very cool how this has been done. A lot of work has definitely went into the tail, which I'm very, very pleased with. There's just playing with the drill part of it there, like spinning it around. This is very nostalgic with me. My initial thought is this smaller than the original Dragonzord, or was I just smaller then and this seems smaller to me now? I'm very curious, because I remember the tail being like really, really huge, being really ginormous. I don't have the original with me. I do still own the original, but he's in a box. He is nice and safe and protected, but I don't have him on me just now, and I think it is now time for us to look at the Dragonzord himself. Before we actually look at the Dragonzord, I know, I'm teasing you. Let's just take a look at the rest of this here. So this is just a cardboard innard, but you can see actually in the back here, there's a little bit of texture in here. I don't know if you guys can see that properly. Let's try this side. It's not a huge texture. Oh, actually, we've got something very cool here. I just saw that there. On the side there, you can actually see the Dragon Dagger. It's like the Dragon Dagger blueprints, almost, on the sides of the box there. So that is very, very cool. That is a very cool hidden thing there. So, Very cool to see that. There's none on this side. It's only on the insides next to the Dragonzord. Oh, and there is the instruction manual as well. Okay. Before we jump right into the Dragonzord, because once we get into the Dragonzord, that is going to be the rest of the video, let us take a very, very quick look. Oh, that has disappeared. At the Dragonzord Ascension project. So there you have all of the details for it. If you guys want to see that, I'm just going to leave it like that for you guys so that you can pause the video and you can see it all for yourself. There is a whole bunch of steps which I will not be reading and I will be doing blindly, and I'm going to hope that I know what I'm doing, and if I get anything wrong, you guys are going to need to bear with me. So let's see, what was that thing that just dropped out of there? It just seems to be a little information blurb that I don't particularly care about, so that is just going to sit right back in there. Okay, so the box is now away. That's us, we're done with the box. Oh, I completely missed this, but on the inside of this box, I only just saw it there when I looked at it, on the inside you have this glorious artwork of the Dragonzord and the Megazord actually fighting against one another, so that is very, very cool. I'm glad that I caught that and didn't miss that for the video, so oh, that would have been a thing. But yes, right, it's now time for the Dragonzord. This is what we've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. Scheduled for one fall. Oh my goodness, look how shiny he is. Oh my god. Oh, he's fantastic. Let's zoom the camera in a little bit now. Just for this segment. We might change it again a little bit later on. There we go. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is a very, very shiny Dragonzord, which is very, very cool to see. The hands have articulation. Oh my goodness. I know that you guys are going to be like Zagrandcat. What the hell? Of course the hands have articulation. But for me, this is a big deal. You know, I was a very, very young grand kitten. I was nowhere near being a Zagrandcat when Power Rangers was initially on the air. Of course, I'm an ancient beast, but I'm not so ancient that. Wow! this is awesome. Like I was excited that his toes were painted. This is all fully detailed. This isn't a sticker. Oh my goodness. These parts are gold and shiny. He's wonderful. He can do kicks. Yar. Look at this. Look. Oh my goodness. How fantastic is this? We can do the thing where he slides along on his tail and does the kick. That's the really, really terrible choreography from the original Sentai footage. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's put his mouth up and let's put the horn down. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the eyes are red. The eyes have a shine to them. I'm going to move this scissors out of the way. Can we see that on camera? Oh, you can kind of see it a little bit when the light gets in the very, very correct point there. That is very, very cool to see. It's such a minor detail. Before we do anything else, the accessories, because this is brand new to me, this accessories. So these didn't come with the original figure, and do these just slot in to the finger holes here? It feels like they do. Oh my goodness, look, the Dragonzord is firing its missiles from his fingers. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my goodness. If you guys are expecting one of these reviewers that says, actually, I don't think the articulation is quite right. I think this could be done better, and I think the paint job could be. That isn't me. I am just super happy and excited to have a Dragonzord again. So if you're looking for criticism, you're not going to find much of it here. Although if you do find any criticism here, that means it's an actual problem. Look at the detail on here. Look at the detail on the shoulders. Look at the back. Oh my goodness, this part here opens up and I'm not sure why. It is going to be exciting to find out. These parts here, I remember this, these parts clip upwards. I remember this little part here comes off. It's, oh my goodness. This is bringing back so many memories from the original figure that I owned. Do these, oh my goodness, look. Look, the leg. It has a knee joint. The knee joint doesn't move much further than that. That is as far as you get with the knee joint. But oh my goodness, that is awesome. This is new. I don't know what this is. Doesn't seem to want to move, although it looks like it has a screw here. So I'm not going to force it. This here's the tail. We need to connect the tail. Let us connect the tail. Does the tail go in this way or does it go in the other way? It looks like it's that way. Oh my goodness, there he is. Look, there's a big old Dragonzord. Oh my goodness. Can I move? Does the ankle have articulation? If it does, that's brand new. It looks like it's on a ball joint. Doesn't this look like it's on a ball joint? I don't want to force it, but it looks. Really hope I don't accidentally break my Dragonzord. It looks like it's on a ball joint, but it's in refusal. So well, maybe I'll come back to that. Let me try this one. It's very, very stiff, and I don't want to push it, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave it where it is. It looks like it wants to, but I just have a really bad feeling that if I press it or push it, it's just going to go snap, and then that's my lovely Dragonzord broke. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to. Maybe it does move. Maybe it doesn't move. You guys will need to let me know because well, I mean, maybe I'll find out by the end of the video. Who knows? But there we are. There's the Dragonzord. This is the Dragonzord. So if you wanted to see the Dragonzord, this is the video for you. This is, I mean, the hands do come off, just like the same way that they do with Storm Collectibles or anything else. So these are the straight palms. We do, of course, have the missile palms as well. And we have the curved hands as well. So the curved hands is very, very cool because that is something that we, of course, also didn't get with the original. That's not easy to clip in. Oh my goodness! With the strength of 10,000 cats, it took to get that in there. Oh my goodness! So there's no movement or no flexibility on the hands. The hands are what the hands are. So we're just going to pop that back off. So that is how the hands change. So at least, well, that one seems to come on and off a lot easier than the rest of it. Right. Well, now that we have seen the big old Dragonzord, so he doesn't have much articulation, but then the original Dragonzord didn't have much articulation either. I've pretty much shown you all the articulation. You've got the tail, you've got the legs. The legs come out to that far. The legs do actually come up a little bit, up to about there. They don't really go back that far, like maybe like there. The hands are on a full rotation swivel. The shoulder pads here do move back and forward, so you do have a little bit of flexibility that way. The arms here only move up and down, and of course the hands do go with them. You can move the hands to actually fit into the shoulder joints here. So this is the part here. I think when this is like this, that this is where that can go. Yep, that just clips right over there. So that's very, very cool. So I think when we see Titanus, I assume that they'll release Titanus at some point. When you do your big Ultra Megazord, that is how you get into that. And how does this come out of here? Oh my goodness. I did not think this far ahead. Mistakes were made. Oh, okay, no, you can bring it out. You just have to shake hands with your Dragonzord. That's how you get that to come out. There. Okay, so obviously with the original, there was a little bit in the back of this that you could flick, and this little pit would light up and it would go bleep, 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 bleep. So I don't think this one has that, which is maybe for the best. I was just seeing if there was any, it's maybe for the best. I was just seeing if there was maybe any waist articulation, but I think because of the way that he comes apart, that isn't possible. So I think we have seen all that we can see. So of course the head spike does go up and down like so. So very, very cool to see. So let's do a quick size comparison before we do anything else. The best thing to size comparison with is, of course, the Ascension Megazord. So the Ascension Megazord is rightly a little bit taller. Let's zoom this back out just a little bit. It's saying zoom, even though it is clearly on a metal little grid. I know I don't have all of the professionalism that maybe some other YouTubers do, but I am doing my best. So there we have the Ascension Megazord, who is of course a big beast of a creature, and we have the big old Dragonzord as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put him into the Ultra Megazord first, because that's faster and easier to show off than showing the Dragon Megazord, and then we're going to do the Dragon Megazord next. That's my plan. That's the idea. So let's move the Megazord off to the side once again. So I think probably it is to scale with the show as to what the Dragonzord and the Megazord were. Why is my camera so in refusal? Apologies, folks. There we are. Once again, I don't cut things, so you get to see all of my horrible, crappy non-editing. Yes, so, right, first of all, we take off the tail, because the tail has to come off because these parts need to split apart. This little bit comes up, but there's nothing actually connecting it. I think there was in the original figure, but these parts here should separate at the waist. I hope. I hope that there isn't an extra step here and I'm not about to just break something. But this is how it worked with the original. Again, I'm maybe being extra careful with it because I don't want to go breaking my Dragonzord. So this part here splits apart at the base, and the chest should be able to come down and come out. There we go. There, that is it. So there we have, like, well, there's your leg rotation. I mean, so Dragonzord can switch in music if it wants to. It can do your big super jump kicks. Looks like it's connected in here. Oh, there are new clips in the sides here, so this is what is keeping it in place. So I just need to pull this part out here. A little bit of work involved. Okay, we've got them all the way up to the side. Don't pull too hard. It should just unclip. There we go, finally. Okay, so we have the chest part off, and we now have our Dragonzord doing the splits. So here is the chest part, and you can see that there's actually details on the sides as well. They haven't just been lazy with it. I'm not sure what is going on here. Is this even a thing? It looks like it's a thing. It looks like this part maybe comes up. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, I'm not sure. No, it must. And in fact, actually, I know what it is, because this here is the handle. But it's stiff. You know what? Just before I break this, I don't normally, but I'm going to pause it. I'm going to take a look at the instructions. So I'll be back in just a second. You guys won't notice any difference. And we are back, and yeah, exactly as I thought. This part here is supposed to open up, and there is supposed to be the little handle on the inside, but it's very unusual. Well, we don't need this part just yet, so let's work on the rest of it. See what we're doing. So of course these parts here are going to fold into the shoulder armor, like so. And same with this one over here. So like I said, we're going to do the Ultra Megazord first, because that is a little bit easier. Now these little clips should come up, and these parts are going to fold in, like so. Actually, I think this part can come like that, and just do the same on the other side. I assume I'm doing this on camera. I'm not looking at the camera, so apologies if I'm not. And that is the base position that we want him into. The tail does all clip back in together as well. And so we've got our separate parts here, and now we're going to take our big old Megazord, bring him back into the picture. Just going to scroll the camera up just a tiny bit, because this is where the exciting stuff's going to happen. We're going to take the power sword off of him, which is stuck on there. Right, okay, maybe we're not going to take the power sword off him. We'll get that in a bit. So we want to put his the samurai armor parts back, and we want to put these parts down. So let's just move this here, and this goes down like so. This one goes down like so as well. Megazord obviously very in refusal to wanting to stand. You know what, I'm just going to unclip this hand here. Maybe I'm not going to unclip it, maybe I'm just going to keep it. Jeez. It's so in refusal. But, I mean, as I say in many of my other videos, stiff is good, because stiff means that it will stay where it is. So these parts here should clip in. At least I thought they would. Am I supposed to do something here? No. Am I supposed to do something here? I am learning as I'm going. This is just a little bit different from my original toy version, obviously back in the day. But this should sit on top like that. I'm going to just knock the camera. These parts here should come down at the sides, like so. And it is not working for whatever reason. And now the Megazord is trying to fall apart on me. He's threatening to fall over. I need to move the Triceratops and the Saber-toothed tiger back into position so that he's standing upright. And what is going on here? Why is this not working? Have I done something wrong? Oh, right, okay. There's an extra part here on this side. Let me just spin that around for the camera. There's an extra part here that just came out and came down. So that is what we need to work with. There we go. There we go. Okay. We are getting somewhere now. Although it is just kind of sitting on top, nothing's actually connecting it, and I feel like something should be connecting it. So we do have these little bits here that you can see there, and we do have two little holes here on the shoulder joints. So I feel like this is supposed to clip into this, and it is not. Oh, I didn't have the shoulder pad all the way down. Maybe that is a requirement. Do this properly. Okay. This is trickier than I thought it would be. Right, well, I can see that this is supposed to clip into here. It's just not doing it, but it's supposed to. And let's clip these little bits on here. Did I have that right? This is the one that worked last time. There we go. That one clips in like so. This one is going to clip in the other side. I think it should. If you have been patient with me this far in the video, thank you so very much for your generosity of watching me bumble through this this video. Oh my goodness, this is right. Okay, let's try this side again, and then click in. There. Click in. There. Done. Okay, cool. So we have the top parts of the Ultra Megazord, and of course, this is not the only parts. For the tail is now going to click into the bottom area here. Right. So this part here, you can see, I think this part here does need to come down because this part here needs to click into there. There's a lot of working parts going on here. Oh, good. Okay, this part moved finally. Okay, that's what we like to see. So let's try doing it this way. Nope. Let's try doing it this way. Let's try doing it this way again. With the strength of 1,000 cats, and it is not working. Oh my goodness. This is what is supposed to happen. This is supposed to click into here. I am like 90% sure. I'm like relatively sure that this is how this is supposed to work, and this is not. If I'm doing something wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But I think this should clip in here. I mean, this is the right part here. This is the little peg here, so you know, this should work. And it is not. There is a lot of pernickety parts to this sword. The other thing that we also need to do is we need to clip this part here on the other side, which I think might be a little bit easier. So let's try doing that one first. So we're going to come back over here, and the Megazord is trying to fall apart on us. We won't let it. It's not that one. Oh, I wonder if it's this part here that the tail connects onto, rather than this part at the bottom. I wonder if that's how it works on this one. So this one, I assume, so this should go upside down, I think. I think this is supposed to clip onto here. Nope. This is far too small a hole for this peg here. Which confuses me, because this is supposed to, I think, clip in like this, and I don't see how it does. I feel like I'm doing 6 or 7 different things wrong here. And again, this ankle doesn't want to move, and I don't want to force it either because I don't want to go breaking my Dragonzord. And oh my goodness, even the pterodactyl is now falling off. Oh, this is... oh my goodness, this is becoming a nightmare. So what is supposed to happen is this is supposed to clip under here like so. I'm going to have to just pretend because it is not. And this is supposed to clip in here. But let's try. Let's try clipping it into this bit here instead. Because this is where the actual tail goes. The thing is, the tail is far too long. On the original figure, oh my goodness, on the original figure, oh my god, there's some mistakes going on here. I am taking responsibility for a lot of them. This is what happens when you don't read the instructions and you just try to do a YouTube video without looking at anything. This is not a tutorial, if anything, this is a tutorial on how not to do this. So, oh, wait a second. Right, so interestingly, I just found out this hole here might connect to this little clip here. So we're going to try that. I'm going to try, it does, okay. And what if we try putting that up and then do that? Nope, okay, that doesn't work. So in the original, this part used to clip off because this part used to go on the front of Titanus. And I don't think this part clips off anymore. So I think that this foot is supposed to rotate. And it is... oh my god, whoa. That was scary. But there, okay, the foot does rotate. That was very stiff. Oh my goodness, that was scary. And... there we sort of go. I feel like the tail should be here rather than at the back. You know what, I haven't done this before. Well, let's look at the instructions. So, let me see here. So the tail is supposed to connect to what? Oh, there's a little bit here that's supposed to come back, and that's supposed to let the tail for the Dragonzord, or for the Tyrannosaurus connect there. We got that part correct. We got that. This part here is the only instruction it has for the tail. The tail goes up. And then the tail is just supposed to sit here. And I don't think it does. Not unless I'm doing this horribly wrong and this is supposed to be much further up somehow. No, that's as far as that part there goes. Jesus. Okay. Okay, we're having problems. But we have roughly seen how this is supposed to work, I think. I'm going to give myself a C for effort. that's what I'm doing here. You know, well, let's try that a little bit in the back and see if that magically makes the rest of this work, which somehow I doubt. I highly doubt. Also, this Ultra Megazord is very, very top heavy, so be aware of that. So it's also this part here just entirely comes off. So it's this part here that comes down, and the tail here on the back is able to come down, and then this goes on top like so. And why is it not going on top anymore? It did earlier. What is okay, there we go, okay. So this part here clips on like that, and then this part here is supposed to clip on like this, and then this bit here is supposed to clip in like that. Okay, so that makes sense. And the shoulder parts are supposed to clip into the shoulders on the Megazord, although it doesn't really seem to do that. But there for all intents and purposes. There is the Ultra Megazord, as far as I am willing to do it. Let's scroll the camera down a little bit so you can get a full body shot of him. Well, I don't think we can because he is massive. There we are. Okay. That looks nice. That's it. Next thing. Let's move on to the Mega Dragonzord. Whew. 52 minutes in. This is going to be an hour-long video, folks. I can only apologise. Oh, now it doesn't want to come apart. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Right. Megazord, you are going to stand off to the side for the little next while, because we need to work on the Dragonzord. And oh my god, look at our poor Dragonzord. Look at this. What on earth is going on there? Right. Okay, Dragonzord. Time to change you into your next form. So the tail needs to come off. These parts are still technically correct. The chest part we already have off. These bits, I think, need to come out. So we need to remove these. Does it remove from the top or does it remove from the bottom? I think it removes from the bottom. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we've removed those. So, we need to take these parts here, the chest, and we need to rotate those around. So I think we're going to put this back up once again, like so. Oh, this is pretty cool. Does this part here open? Because it did with the Megazord. Is it this part here that opens, or is it the little gold bit? I think this part here, because I've just seen this little hinge here, which probably should have the little Green Ranger with his cockpit inside, but I can't get my finger under there to open it up. Maybe. Oh, there we go. It does open from there. There we go. That is awesome. There's the Green Ranger. That's very, very cool. that is a new thing. So that's very cool to see. Right, so this is going to clip together here. Oh, you can definitely tell that this foot is meant to move. So that means that we need to get this foot to move, because otherwise things aren't going to work. There we go. I hate using force on expensive figures. Not that this is overly expensive, but I would still prefer not to break it, and also Dragonzord means a lot to me. So this part here clips back together like so, and these two parts of the chest should clip together. I don't like that clicking sound. That is not a cool sound. Okay, if we do something like this, and then we bring this one across, then they clip together. There we go. Oh, we are getting somewhere. Oh my goodness, we are getting somewhere indeed. What about this part here? Does this do anything? Is this supposed to... Maybe that just goes like that from this point. So, there we are. Let's put the tail together before we do the rest of the things. So, with the tail, how this worked in the original was that this would go here. How does this connect? So this part here should go on this little bit here. Okay, that works. That works. Okay, that works. And now this tail is supposed to clip onto here, and that is supposed to be the spear. And instead we have this little bit here, which doesn't make any sense to me. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Let's consult the manual. Oh my goodness. We didn't need to look at the manual for the Megazord. We've need to look at it twice for the Dragonzord. That's what happens when you have a part that goes with another part. So, what part are we looking at here? Oh! So it's only meant to be 3 segments? Not the entire tail? Okay, okay. So, what the instructions is saying is that this part here should be able to unclip. It should be able to unclip. Oh, that is horrifying. Are you sure? Are you sure? This is... Oh, okay, it did. It did. And then this part here, this little bit here, is what clips onto the top here. It should. With the strength of 30,000 cats. Kaio cat. Times 4. Oh my god. Oh my god, right, okay, so that is supposed to go on there. It's very in refusal. But I am mildly determined. Oh, okay. There. Very snug fit. Dragon spear. I can't even see the entire thing because it's so massive, but there is our dragon spear. And this part should come out. I have learned it just requires strength and tact. So as a general rule, when it comes to expensive figures, if something doesn't move, then you shouldn't try and force it. However, Hasbro is the exception to that rule, where you need to... right, I'm going to try and unclip this. I'm just going to be off camera for just a little second. Okay, we finally got it. So once you've got it once, it's pretty easy. It's just getting it that initial first time. And this is what should clip in here, which should allow the Megazords to hold this thing. It seems actually a pretty loose fit, so not unless this... Oh, Is this the reason this comes off? Nope. No, okay. I had a feeling for a second there that you might have been actually able to hold it around the actual drill part itself. But no, okay. Oh my goodness, we're on the hour mark. Jesus Christ. So, now we have to deconstruct the Megazord. So, since I last did the Megazord video, which was about 6 months ago, I have left him in his Megazord form and have not dared touch him. But now we must deconstruct him into all of the previous Zord parts. So we're going to move the tail down. We're going to unclip the Mastodon arms, and we are going to unclip the legs as well. And there you have the Megazord and the Dragon Megazord pieces. Now, I think someone told me that there's actually an order as to where the saber-toothed tiger goes and where the Triceratops goes. So, and that I had it round the wrong way. But according to this here, saber-tooth is on the left, which I did, and Triceratops is on the right, which I did. So, not unless it's different from the Dragonzord, maybe they swap over, which would be a weird thing, but I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility when it comes to Power Rangers. Not going to disagree with it. So, this should clip in like so, and that's weird. The feet stick out tremendously so, more so than what I thought they would. And Triceratops leg is also going to clip in just like so. And there we have the base for the Dragon Megazord. I'm going to bring the camera back up just a little bit more, so that we can see the full height as I attach the arms. So T-Rex and the pterodactyl, we're going to move out of the way. We're going to attach the arms to the back of the Dragonzord, and we're just going to hope that this all clicks in and I don't have to do anything weird. I'm probably going to see my hair on camera. That happens. That's what happens when you have long hair. A long-haired Scottish ginger Zagrandcat. There we go. That looks pretty cool. And now for the very last piece, the piece de resistance. There you have the Dragonzord's face. Ooh, that goes all the way down. So there we are. There is the Mega Dragonzord in all of its glory. And of course, the Mega Dragonzord doesn't have the power sword, so we are going to take this off of you this time. We'll let you keep it last time. Oh my goodness, look at the markings! Look at the markings on my beloved power sword. Oh my goodness. But this should now clip into the hand of our Mega Dragonzord. So maybe if we can hold this out a little bit. I'm just trying to get him to hold it up a little bit more. Okay, send refusal. So let's rotate the arm back down and just do something like this. Do something like that. Do something like that. And it is still in refusal. But we are like 95% of the way there. We're more like 99% of the way there. So I'm not going to stop now. Also at this point of the video, I'm determined to get this part here correct. And then have the shield up as well. I don't think that the Dragon Megazord is supposed to actually have the Mastodon shield, but I'm giving him it anyway. There we go. There he is in all of his glory. My goodness. Well, I mean, since we're here, let's move the Power Sword over to the side. Let's bring out the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So these parts aren't supposed to be here. So how does that disappear? I have forgotten. The knees come up. Oh my goodness. You know, we're just going to leave the pegs there. It's just going to be easier. It's just going to be easier. The video has gone on long enough. I think everyone out there will agree that I have wasted everyone's time with this. I don't want to go pushing the little T-Rex arms here either, so I'm just going to leave that like so. I'm just going to put this back. I'm going to put your ears back. For all intents and purposes, they are ears, and we're going to bring up the Tyrannosaurus's head. I'm going to close this part here, and there you go. There is the Tyrannosaurus in comparison to the size of the Mega Dragonzord. So as you can see, the Mega Dragonzord is ginormous. I think it's even supposed to be more like this. Like the Tyrannosaurus looks like a raptor next to him. There we go. There is the Tyrannosaurus, and of course the pterodactyl, used by Kimberly as well. There we go. So there is all the Zords in all of their luscious glory. You know what, we can put his big spike up as well. I don't know whether the spike is supposed to be up or down. I don't remember from that far in my youth, but there we go. What a hell of a figure. Oh my god. I mean, I don't normally do hour-long reviews, but my goodness. I think this one deserved it. He's absolutely stunning. He's very, very beautiful. You know, I think I kind of prefer the Dragon Megazord to the regular Megazord form. So it's really, really cool to see. I know you can't see it, but there's actually a lot of detail going on here on the face. You can actually see under the glass red visor, and you can actually see the face of like the nose and the eyes underneath, which you weren't able to do with any of the original Dragon Megazords. In fact, actually, no, it just doesn't matter. I was going to show you the kids version over there, but no, we've wasted enough time. I think that is going to be the end of this video, folks. I really hope that you all enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share the video, and please subscribe. And if you want to see more Power Rangers, we're going to have all the Lightning Collection stuff as well going up, as well as maybe some other things. So that's going to be very, very cool to see when we get around to doing those. And I'm going to be doing that with a couple of friends as well. It's not just going to be me. It's going to be Big Boss Man and I think Baron as well, possibly some others. So there's going to be a whole series of reviews. This is really the second big Power Rangers review that I've done, but it was a lot to get through. Honestly, this form is easier to make than the other one. I don't even think the feet are correct. I think the feet are maybe supposed to do something or maybe clip in, or maybe fold back a little bit more. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work, but we've done the best that we could. And you guys in the comments below can tell me what I've done wrong and what I can do to improve this, because I am very interested. I would love to see how this changes as well. But yeah, I think I might leave him in the Mega Dragonzord form. I was going to take him, like, once the video was finished, I was going to take him back into his Dragonzord form and just make the Megazord back up again, but I think this looks really cool, actually. But, like I said, before, this time for real, this is going to be the end of the video, folks. I really hope that you all enjoyed. And if you watched through the entire video, thank you so much. It means an awful lot to me. And do leave your comments below. I do love hearing from you guys as well. Even if it's just a simple little, you know, like hi Zagrandcat, you know, like that's cool. But if it's something that's like, even if it's criticism, don't be like, oh, you're terrible, you're an awful YouTuber. Like, just be like, look, you did this wrong. This is the way this is meant to be. You know, and you know, I'll take that as criticism. You know, I'll you know, read into that. You know, but like, don't pick a fight. There's no need to. It's Power Rangers, guys. It's Power Rangers. But anyway, that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.